Grants.
School teacher, and he gets a registered letter every Wednesday.
Tell you what.
What?
Get back to the station and give Naylor a ring at the yard. Find out all the details about that, especially if all the loot was recovered.
Look, are you sure we should be interfering, Sergeant? We are meant to be investigating a mug postman.
From Little Acorns, Willis.
But we've been told to keep our noses clean.
Phone me at the hotel.
OK, Sergeant.
From the station. Take Nobby.
What?
The motor. I'm going to stay here and put the frighteners on.
Yeah, well, be careful, Sergeant.
Don't you worry about me.
You know, Sir Harry wouldn't have played it better.
Well, that's thirsty, weren't that?
I'll get him a pint, somebody.
Pint for Philip.
I reckon that's the highlight of our competition test piece. Eh, John?
It's that, with Rose of Tralee.
Oh, you found it then, love?
Oh, yeah.
He come round asking for Philip while I were washing my hair. Oh, I must have looked a sight.
No, you look smashing. Hello, Maestro. Detective Sergeant Stephen Naylor sends his regards.
Oh, that's nice of him. Darling, get my friend a drink, will you? What do you have?
Oh, I'll have a life of Nigerian lager. McGinty's downfall. Half a pint of draft in it.
What does he want, then?
I don't know yet, but I'm sure he'll manage a few questions.
I know you, don't I?
I'll give him a hand. You and me, we had a chat, remember?
Sergeant Bullman.
I'm very flattered, Mr. Wayland.
Look, that Wayland business is 3 years gone, Bullman. I live here. I'm rehabilitated now. I'm part of the community, all right?
Excuse me. Into, Philip. Will's taking your alien.
Yeah, I'll be there. I worked hard, and I'm appreciated.
Got a nice little house.
And I've got a lot of influential friends. They wouldn't like you getting on my back, Bullman. They might call it witch hunting, you know what I mean? Oh, thank you, darling.
Ah, thank you, Master.
Well, it's nice to see you again.
Oh, I'll be around for a bit.
Good. Let's go in. Free time out of London.
I didn't know you were a friend of Philip's.
Oh, yeah.
You should have told me, man. I wouldn't have stung you for the quid.
Well, in that case, do you think I could...
Oh, do you know, I do feel awful being Sinacular. Only I didn't want to miss his voluntary. We've heard so much about it. My hair's still not dry neither. That's why I'm wearing this abortion. Excuse my French.
Would you like a drink?
Oh, no. No, nothing for me, thanks.
I'll go and have a short. We can listen to the music from here.
All right, I'll have, a gin and Pernod. It's lovely as that. Have you known Philip for long?
Oh, a few years. Gin and Pernod, please. But I haven't seen him for quite a while, you know.
Oh, well, you'll just have met his fiancée, Barbara, then.
Oh, yeah, very attractive, yeah.
Oh, she's a lovely girl. She's just right for Philip. Very cultured, very musical. And, of course, her father's very well-to-do, you know.
Yeah?
It's Roy Kershaw.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's one of the biggest contractors in the area.
Sure.
House like a 5-star hotel. Kidney-shaped swimming pool.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can you hold on a moment, Willis?
Yeah, I'll hold.
Hello, Willis?
Yeah.
No, they apparently never recovered the loot from at least 3 of the jobs. I hope this will be of use to you.
Yeah, very useful. Thanks, Sergeant Naylor. I'll give my best to the lads.
OK. Cheerio, then.
Yeah, cheers. Ta-ra.
Hello.
Mr. Bullman, sir.
Yes.
Telephone.
Right, hang on. After you. Thank you. Hello.
Oh, Sarge?
Yeah.
I got hold of him. Sergeant Naylor.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah, listen.
Hello, Willis. Thought you were going to the dance.
I got tied up.
What?
Yeah, hang on a second, sir. What changed your mind? Do you fancy cruising?
Cruising?
No, I just thought I should get to know the natives, that's all.
Well, what's going on there? Who are you talking to?
Oh, just Linda, son.
Well, what's she doing there?
I don't know, Sarge. She keeps following me about. She's got this amazing dress on, Sarge. Cut right down to her kneecap.
Look, you're supposed to be working, Willis.
Yes, Sarge. Naylor said they'd never recovered the loot from at least 3 jobs.
Did he now? Right. Well done.
Is
Certainly. You're a good little kicker, Derek.
And now can I go to the dance, Sarge?
You shall go to the ball, Derek. And look, not for your sake, not for her sake, but just for my sake. Do try not to get too smashed. I might need you tomorrow.
Oh, you got a light, Sarge?
Yeah, I'll get... You cheeky beggar.
Sir, Mr. Bullman, sir.
Yes, Mr. Robinson, sir.
You was cooking in your bedroom, wasn't you?
Cooking is forbidden, so why should I be cooking?
Because I ate sizzling.
Sizzling? What sort of sizzling?
Bacon or sausages?
Chips?
Could be.
Oh, it was on my radio.
Come off it, Mr. Bullman, I'm not bloody daft. I smelled it, sir, and it were bacon.
Smelled?
When you opened that door there.
You smelled nothing, Mr. Robinson, sir, except the whole aroma of this establishment because it stinks. And unless you freshen it up, Sunshine, I'm going to report you to the local Chamber of Commerce for running a commercial hotel pervaded with the odour of frying bacon. Good night, old chap.
Better paid job than mine, Sarge. Amazing overtime. I know this geezer, Taff. You met him. Drinks in the Cardinal. Always there. Little bloke. Talks to Jack the Hat. Rides a sports bike. Real ale fanatic. Now he works 188-hour week.
You're still pissed, Willis.
Technically, you figure that out, Sarge. It's a 26-hour day. You got night shift, double time, overtime, triple time hours in lieu. He's got his shift so worked out he's working while he's sleeping. He's working while he's drinking in the Cardinal, sir.
Right.
The 4 registered letters, names and addresses. Now, that's the sender of the ward letters. W. Wordsworth, 14 Draymore Road. It's always the same post office.
Right, with you.
He was in the flat first, 27 Eaton Avenue. Then 9 months ago, he moved to the house in Lucy Road.
Right. Can I look at your registered records?
I'm sorry, Sergeant. You need special permission. It's confidential.
Yeah, all right. Well, you've been very helpful, sir.
Crook said he gave him a bit of the hard word.
Well, hardly, seeing he was lying through his teeth. Reckon he's a fly one, that.
He stretches it a bit far sometimes.
What way?
Absenteeism.
Ah.
On the sick when there's an auction. He knows he's got to watch his step now.
Right. We'll let you know if anything crops up.
Perhaps your lads could keep an eye on Burlek at round times. Even if they are only kids, it's nasty. And we don't want it to escalate.
Yeah, right.
Give us your bag, mister. Come on, we're not going to hurt you. It's like yesterday.
OK. Here you are, then.
Thieving little suds!
Christ. Thank you, Sergeant Singer. Right, how's it going?
Address doesn't exist, Sarge. And Wordsworth W.
Yeah, I know, he's a daffodil poet, Willis. I know that. I'm ahead of you.
Seems crackers. Senders giving false names on registered letters. But it's common practice.
There's got to be a story behind every registered letter. Look, get onto the London office, speak to the postmaster there, and be nice and polite. Ask him about any character who buys a registered letter every Tuesday.
I'm ahead of you, Sarge. He's asking around his clerks now.
What were you drinking last night? Distilled garlic?
Sorry, Sarge?
Right, when you find Ward's estate agent, I want you to ask when bought, who paid, how much, method of payment. Then take yourself down there, find out anything else you can. Mortgage details, solicitors, salary declared, our addresses, name on contract, the lot.
Is that a request or an order, Sergeant?
Of course, it's an order.
When I finish typing out my report for the DI, I'll see if I can fit it in.
Right. I'm off for another chat with the maestro.
Yeah, good luck, Sergeant.
Bore. Willis, how do you work with him?
He's all right beneath that granite exterior?
Does he not cramp your style?
No. Well, not often.
Gives me the hump.
Yeah, but he gets results, connections. He says detective works like mathematics, a matter of connections. I mean, this started out as a routine mugging case.
But you've no rights to carry this.
That copper said if they got away once, they'd likely do it again.
But it's an offensive weapon, Crooks. It's a Gestapo relic.
I was defending Her Majesty's mail. That is my duty.
It is, and it's a difficult situation, but the law says you don't carry weapons. That's how it stands. You've injured a young lad.
Yesterday, I mugged, right? And they take me bag away. Now, I was caught by surprise. It was 3-1.
Kids, you shout at them.
They're vicious.
All right, all right.
Then these London scuppers come around putting the bull's hoof right on my head. Here. Prying into me private life. Accusing me of everything from receiving to dereliction of duty. He told me I was a bad postman.
You are, but that's nothing to do with him.
No, but you were blaming me. So I said to him, do you think I should have had a go then, sir? And he said, now, these are his very words, Mr. Walters, he said, you do whatever you've got to do to defend Her Majesty's mail. That is your duty.
Write out a report and include your conversation with the policeman.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Walters. Oh, that's another thing. I did think of taking evasive action, but after what he said about them getting away with it...
Just write out your report, Crooks. I'll have a word with the police and see what we can sort out.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Walters.
Close the door.
Hello. Well, I never, it's you again. You won't find him in. He doesn't come back home after band night. Stays with his fiancée. She's got a luxury flat in town.
Oh, yes.
Do you know, it's funny, I was just thinking about you. You never told me your name.
George.
It's what?
George.
Fancy a cup of coffee, George?
No, thanks.
Oh, go on, be a devil. Live now, pay later.
No, I've got to go.
Do you know, I think there's something mysterious about you.
No.
Well, you don't want to worry what the neighbours think. They're all rubbish, I don't give a nut.
I just popped in on the off chance. I've got to go to work, really.
Oh, okie-doke. Well, call in sometime when you don't have to work.
Yeah.
The old fella don't come in for his tea while 5.
Yeah.
Yes, OK, yes, thank you very much, Mr. Wiggins. Indeed, yes, I'll try, Mr. Dollop. Yeah. OK, bye-bye. And you.
Where's Sergeant Bowman?
Don't know, Sergeant.
Willis.
Out, Sarge. On an inquiry.
What?
Registered letters.
Registered letters?
Yeah.
I never told him to investigate registered letters.
It arose out of the mugging case, Sarge.
Raymond wants to see him as soon as he gets back.
Yes, Sarge.
They've caught one of your muggers.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want me to do the honours, Sarge?
Not unless you're a brain surgeon. He's in the infirmary. The postman you talked to yesterday cracked the boy's skull with a loaded truncheon.
Quite frankly, I wouldn't like to see anything go wrong for him.
Meaning, sir?
I'm sure you know very well what I mean, Sergeant. Just take my word that everything is above board. Let's leave it like that, shall we?
I can't, sir.
Ward came to see me with excellent musical qualifications. We have a musical tradition here. I took him on, and he's bloody good.
As Ward, sir?
Sergeant Bowman, he has been to prison. That should be the end of it. Obviously, he behaved very stupidly in the past. He can't go on paying for it for the rest of his life, surely.
2 cases of robbery with violence. 20 known smash and grabs. Stupid? That's a rather charitable view, sir. Some would say that he's a hard young villain.
4 years ago, he was discharged from prison and he went to Bristol. He couldn't hold a job. He had to get out. Why? Because everywhere he turned, the police were at him. Exactly the same thing happened in Wolverhampton. Can you blame him for coming up here with a new name? Why can't you give him a chance?
Right, let's just take his last job. It's a jewellery shop in Brighton. Our musical team does 60 grand in loot. It's still missing. That's why the police are keeping tabs on all of them. We just want to recover it, that's all.
Has he given any indication of spending that kind of money?
You should know that, sir.
Well, I haven't seen it.
Oh, we're checking on it.
But Shouldn't you have firm evidence before causing this kind of trouble?
Trouble, sir?
As far as I'm concerned, Philip Ward has completely rehabilitated himself.
It's a pity he can't do it more openly. I mean, here's a young man with approved per shirt for crime, right? He's worked his way up in the community. He's got a car, a pretty house, a rich fiancée, and an assumed name. Now, what am I to assume from that?
I didn't think the police assumed anything.
Suppose his future father-in-law knows about his form?
That is hardly your business, Sergeant.
But it's hardly my business either that a convicted felon is teaching kids their lessons.
It isn't.
I suppose the local education authority has all the details. I would think that was their business.
That is impertinent, Sergeant.
Sorry, sir. Just like everything to be above board. Now, I might have that checked with Wayland.
My advice to him will be to see a solicitor.
Thank you, madam, yes. Mrs. Wayland. Yes, I got that. Thank you. Well, that was the post office in London. It appears that Mrs. Wordsworth and Mrs. Waylands are the same person. Now, just what the hell are you and Bullman playing at?
Just pursuing our investigation, Sarge.
Well, it's not good enough. It's not good enough at all. First, you incite a postman to GBH, and now you're messing about in things that don't concern you. Just wait till I get my hands on Bullman.
My mother.
Yes, sir?
I bought a house on a mortgage. I'm saving to get married. She helps me, that's all.
Wordsworth to Ward. Assumed name seemed to be a family trait. It's also a false address. Now, what do you think the reason for that would be, sir? I thought a cheque or a postal order would have been more convenient. Can you tell me how much it is?
Look, she doesn't want it known she sent it, all right?
Right, we'll check with her.
Oh, God, you don't have to do that.
Sergeant,
as I told you, we're trying to recover 60 grand, all right?
All right, look. My family aren't badly off, but my father has nothing to do with me since the business. So my mother helps me. £6 a week. If you must know, it's part of her pension money. She does it like this so my father won't know. And if you go around asking questions, you'll find out and it'll be very embarrassing for her.
Her old age pension?
Yes. Look, lay off me, will you? I didn't know what's happened to that gear. I didn't see it after the raid. Is that all?
Yes. For the moment, sir.
Oh, Christ.
Don't worry, Philip. Just a word, Sergeant. You're new here, aren't you?
Yes, seconded on assignment from the Met, sir.
Well, as a member of the Watch Committee, I commend your diligence, Sergeant.
Just trying to do my job, sir, that's all.
Yes, but there's a difference between investigation and muckraking, Sergeant. Who's your chief, Inspector Rainbow?
Inspector Rainbow is my inspector, sir. Superintendent Sims is my chief.
Oh, yes, I see. Thank you. Well, good day.
Good day, sir.
Talk about fighting man.
Who?
Rainbow. He's changing colour.
Yeah, well, that postman's a bloody liar for a start, Sarge. We never told him to carry a weapon. We never told him to have a go. I'll tell you what, I'll have him.
You do. And you'll be out. I never talk like that in the office again. Understood?
Sorry, Sarge.
We're going down to the pub.
Okay, Sarge.
Yeah, spread the dirt with the other skippers.
He's not like that.
I don't know.
He's just fed up with you and your bulldozing methods.
They get results.
Yeah, but at what cost? I mean, I'm supposed to be working with you and ferret fingers. Look, Willis, this whole deal means a lot to me. I'm not going to let you muck it up. Oh, well, I suppose the kid's off the danger list. I suppose that's something.
Yeah, that's something. It's just all turned over. There has to be something fishy about Wayland.
Yes, well, he put 3,000 quid down on that house. Now, that's not bad in a teacher's salary. But then again...
Where's your evidence, man? You may be right. What you say, he smells. What can we do? You've trampled all over it.
I was brought up here to do a grown man's job, sir. I was sent here to be a stranger in town, a face they didn't recognise. Large-scale jobs, not mugged postmen. It just happened to develop into something more serious, the recovery of stolen property. Now, you know, and I know that he's guilty. I'm convinced that Wayland's taken us all for a ride.
You and I may be convinced, Bullman, but where's the proof? will not have freelance kicking on my patch. Never had it before and I'm not having it now. What might be acceptable down south is not necessarily acceptable here, on my territory, in my division. Take that as a caveat, a warning.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That headmaster is one of the most influential men in the county. You presented yourself as a vindictive officer who's victimizing a man for his past.
I've been straight, sir. I've done nothing that isn't in the book.
You tried to nail a man on flim-flam. Registered letters from his old mum. Finish. And it's an official apology down to me. Thank you very much. Now, all we've got left is a mugging that's turned into GBH.
He is a shyster, sir.
Bullman.
Can you give me the serial numbers?
You'll be on a milk diet soon. Ulcers. Slow down.
Shh. 6. Yeah.
I knew an inspector once. He used to have his large scotches in a pint of milk. Disgusting.
That's terrific. Thanks very much. Yeah, bye.
All work and no play, eh?
Look, Willis, this might all be a wee bit of a giggle to you, but I happen to take my job seriously.
That's about the most pompous remark I've heard this week. Fancy a drink?
No, thank you. I'm going out as soon as I finish this.
Who with?
By myself, to a lecture on urban terrorism.
Great.
Never learn that rainbow, will it?
You back on the beat, then?
They got some funny idea up here about treating villains like human beings.
It's not a bad idea for starters, Sergeant. Maybe you should think about it.
What's wrong with her? Time of the month, is it?
A case of terminal dedication.
Dedication. That's my problem, innit? Got too much of it. Oh, I should have packed it all in and come to the dance. What was it like?
Bit naff. Do you know they still do the twist? And their wives. Stone me.
Oh, well, there you go. I know I'm right about that Whalen, though.
I'm sure you are. I'll buy you a drink because I want to tell you something.
Make it good, Willis.
Chickens come home to roost.
Too right, cock. Meanwhile, I've got 2 enforced days off to write Lord Chief Justice Rainbow's essay, Tractus de Legibus et Rhubarb and Cobblers.
The crown and flower of English litigation.
I call it law, Willis. I call it law.